Let's talk about Bitcoin. Something has happened in Bitcoin recently that has really rocked my boat, and I would imagine this would be the most unpopular video on my channel. Many of you might unsubscribe for it. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me whether you subscribe, watch, follow, like. What my job is to support my members, providing accurate information, and that's it. If you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. Sometimes the news isn't popular. Sometimes it isn't what you want to hear, but it's the truth, and I'm going to give you it straight. And to me, if it costs me money or I lose subscribers, lose members, it doesn't matter. For me, it's about doing the right thing at the end of the day, so I can, my wife can tell me, today, Martin, you've done a good thing. And that's all that matters to me. The financial gain is secondary. Take care of the people, the money takes care of itself. And that's why I'm doing okay on my portfolio. In fact, I've gone through $105,000 all the way from $5,000. So money takes care of itself if you provide a service. What am I talking about? Bitcoin conference a couple of days ago. Donald Trump took the stage and said he loves Bitcoin. It's the greatest thing in the world, and he's going to fire Gary Gensler. He said it twice because he loves getting a round of applause and energy from the audience. Nothing wrong with that. I'm an entertainer. I love energy from the audience. I think it's great. He said, I will fire Gary Gensler a second time, and everybody cheered and said it was great. Well, that makes me run the other way and want nothing to do with Bitcoin at the moment. And let me explain why. Long term, I think Bitcoin's great. Long term, I think crypto's great. I would say long time, I'm bullish on all, well, not all crypto, of course, but the solid coins and assets, yes, I am. However, I'm not one for popularity contests, and I'm going to prove to you popularity contests never win. Donald Trump's own stock, DJT, it goes up when everyone thinks he's going to win, and then the same people who think he's going to win, who say everything is great, then 5 minutes later dump the stock back down again. We've got FFIE. It's got an army of people that pray to somebody above and say, hey, help us with all our trades, make us money. As far as I know, God is not trying to help gamblers win money. I don't know. You might disagree. There's a whole cult following around that. That goes up. That gets dumped in 5 minutes. All of these things that have a popularity feel to them go up and get dumped. The very people that say it's great, dump it. We know there's so much evidence to say at $100,000 or just before $100,000, most people will take profits and dump Bitcoin. But hang on, if it's the greatest thing in the world to own, why on earth would you dump it at $100,000? It doesn't make any sense to me. I never sell my S&P because in 20 years' time, I want to be completely financially independent. In fact, I will be there between 6 and 9 years with the $1 million I've made just on the S&P. I never sell. What's the point of selling something that's going to grow in the future if you really believe in it? The facts are this, whether you like it or not, and this is a completely impartial video. I cannot vote. I'm a green card holder. I have no political view, whether it's Trump or Kamala Harris. I'm completely neutral. Honestly, you might say, no, I'm not. I am. I'm completely and utterly neutral. You might say I'm not when I say something you don't agree with, but the fact of the matter is I am completely neutral. I am searching for the news and I'm reporting the news and the facts. The fact is, when Donald Trump said he loves Bitcoin and he's going to fire Gary Gensler, and most people in crypto hate Gary Gensler, understandably, Gary Gensler doesn't understand Bitcoin. I understand that, and I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. He has no idea about crypto. I get it. And people don't like Gary Gensler. However, what Donald Trump said was, I'm going to fire Gary Gensler without saying who he's going to replace him with. What the bloody hell's the point of that? So you trade one devil for another. Doesn't make any sense. He said it on day one, I'm going to fire Gary Gensler. Now, I'm pretty impressed because he's going to do a lot of things on day one, this being one of thousands. I don't know how he's going to get time for it, but apparently he's going to fire Gary Gensler on day one. Everyone loves that, except no one knows who they're going to replace him with. This is, of course, if he wins, which he probably will. He's more likely to win the election. That's true to be said. If you look at the polls, most certainly. However, we don't know what comes next. We only know it's popular to say it. Well, I run the other way from anything that has noise and who shouts the loudest. I regard that as someone running around the playground at 5 years of age saying, be my friend and I'll give you my sweets. I cannot be doing that. That's not good investing. In fact, I would run the other way, because in my opinion, what will happen is this will drive the stock price up even higher to get dumped even quicker. That, to me, is ridiculous. That's not investing. For me, it's not. Now, of course, we're still very pro-Bitcoin crypto on this channel. Sensei has his own show on Sunday, and he loves it, and he will never sell it. He's always buying crypto. But for me, for now, I'm out. I cannot be messing around with a popularity contest. That's children in a playground saying, be my friend and I'll give you my sweets. It makes no sense. And if it was so great, why did it hit 70 and got rejected, and it's falling down once again? Falling down once again because the very people that believe in it are selling it at the same time as saying, yeah, hold it, all the way to 100,000. Fact is, they're selling it again. That's all I'm saying. I am bullish on crypto long term. I like the technology on most of the projects, not all. There's a lot of rubbish out there, but Bitcoin, yes, and other things, XRP and what have you, there is certainly some case here to hold it in your portfolio. But the fact is that Donald Trump jumped on stage and said, hey, everybody, I'm going to fire Gary Gensler. What does that even mean? It means absolutely nothing. I doubt if he'll do it. If he does it, he does it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. The point is, we don't know who he's going to replace him with. What does it really mean? All it does is make people think, well, now Donald Trump loves Bitcoin. Well, 5 minutes ago, a few months ago, we've got lots of video evidence with Donald Trump saying Bitcoin's rubbish. And he, not literally rubbish, I'm the only one who uses that term, but he said he didn't like it at all and he wouldn't put his money in it. But now he feels it's going to get votes. Now he loves it. And now he's going to fire Gary Gensler and everybody loves that. Well, he's also going to fire Jerome Powell as well. So I don't know what to make of this. But for me, this is the news on Bitcoin today. What do you think? Do you think it would be great if Donald Trump becomes the president? Do you think it would be great if he fires Gary Gensler? Who's he going to replace him with? What does it really mean? Are you going to buy Bitcoin because Donald Trump says he likes it? Honestly, I can't buy anything. As soon as someone is making it a popularity contest, for me, that's the very, very opposite. I run the other way. I'm an investor, not a gambler. They say the trend is your friend. Is it? Is it? Well, every bit of evidence that I have got on stocks or crypto or anything that rises on a rally of a trend or a hype or a meme or whatever, it gets dumped 5 minutes later. We've seen it with GameStop, we've seen it with FFIE, we've seen it with multiple crypto coin, and now we're seeing it with SoFi. Sorry, not SoFi, I beg your pardon, with Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin could never be accused of being a meme, but it could be dragged into being to be perceived as a meme from those who don't understand it, because Donald Trump's now playing it as a political chess piece. What do you think? I know most of you won't like this video, and most of you will downlike it, and most of you will unsubscribe. I don't care, because it's the truth, and what you do with your money is entirely up to you. But I want to be seen and known to put videos out there that are based on facts. Whether you agree with me or not, it doesn't matter. I'm not here to try and get your vote or get your money. I just want to do the right thing. When I go to bed, I've done the right thing. There you go. Leave me your thoughts. Click above my head down below in the description. Or hang on, we've got a few comments just coming here. Let me have a look here. He actually started making these comments back in May and June, not just the Bitcoin conference. Yes, I've said months ago, he said Bitcoin was rubbish. We are in July. He's been saying it's great since May and June, leading up to this election. I agree with you. I didn't dispute that, Lance Strength. I'm going back the last few years. Lots of video evidence. I've covered it on my show a lot. He said Bitcoin was rubbish. Now he says it's great. That's okay. We all change our minds. Nothing wrong with that. Fight Channel, Bitcoin bull run will not start until 2025. I agree with that statement. Understand how this play out because crypto run a 4-year cycle, then it repeats itself. Thank you very much indeed. That is true up to now. That's been the history. And then because that's the history, people say what's bound to do it again. I don't buy anything which is based upon a pattern repeating itself, hoping it does it again. Again, for me, that's kind of like statistics in gambling. If I pick red 5 times, is it likely to be red the next time? No, it isn't. I went all the way in college and university and so on and so forth, and numbers I understand. And let me tell you, if you get red 5 times out of 5, it doesn't mean that the 6th time is likely to be red. It's the same chance of it coming out every time. 50-50. It doesn't change because the last 5 times were red. So if you're buying Bitcoin because in the past, this is what's happened every time, that doesn't make it more or less likely to happen in the future. Every event is based upon its own set of fresh calculations. It's not more likely. It doesn't know what it did last time. All we know is what people did last time. And one thing I've learned over my entire life is you can bank on people being selfish, manipulative, lying, and greedy. And my opinion is, and it's only my opinion, as it approaches $100,000, if it does, and I believe it probably will, but I don't know, people will dump it faster than you've ever seen. Because why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Anyway, you decide what you want to do. But for me, the moment Donald Trump jumped on stage and tried to win votes on it, it became a meme craze, and I absolutely cannot touch it. The same as his DJT stock, the Donald Trump stock. It went up when he announced when he was running and he was doing well, and so on and so forth. And after the attempted assassination, which was awful, by the way, of course, it went up and then it dumped again. Well, if it was that great, why wouldn't you hold it? There you go. Click above my head down below in the description, over here and over here. Remember, investing is not about the money you make today. It's about the money you end up with when you need it. Take care of yourselves and each other.